Hello, welcome back guys. In this video I'll be talking about the Consummate Florentine, the Nasty Seeker, the Antagonist, and the Shadow of the Serfs. I think these are, I really haven't had much time to play with this. I'll probably get to the Antagonist shield in a little bit. But I think today I really want to talk about the Florentine, the Seeker, and the Shadow of Serfs, which I've gotten. So first off, of course, the Florentine Consummate. I've seen people compare this to like a regular shocky tech, and it doesn't do quite as much as people would like it to do for being a slag shock weapon. It's because it's ratioed between how much slag per shock. It's like 1 to 2. Basically, one per every one slag is like double shock. There's actually a third on the front. I'm not going to get into that. But for what it does and the convenience of having both slag and shock, I think for anybody who's running a shock gauge, this is going to be a must. But I still think you'll get more damage out of, say, a shock hail and a slagga. But for those people who want other weapon choices in their slot, definitely a Consummate Florentine I think is a must. You definitely should get off your ass and go get one if you have this DLC and you have a shock build. So I'll show you how it fires real quick. It's a very pretty gun. It reloads really fast. I really like this gun. It's very convenient. I think any shot gauge should definitely have this gun. Let me go on to the Blaster, or the Seeker. So the Seeker fires homing projectiles. Now, why this should be important for gauge as well? Because anybody knowing with high anarchy stacks will have a hard time hitting anything that's flying, and this goes right through some things. I'll go ahead and edit the video so we can get to something that's flying, and I'll go ahead and show that. Alright, so I've got a archer skeleton over here, and it really doesn't do much amazing damage, to be honest with you. You can see that, but that's that shield working for me. As you can see, I mean, if you're up close, it can have a chance to miss still. Probably not the best shield in the game. Not the best weapon, I'm sorry, not the best weapon in the game to use. I would think this is a great weapon if you need to bring something down that's flying. But I think that's why I should have it in inventory. And it is explosive damage, so it'll never crit. And it will, it looks like, make use of anarchy. That I'm at 200k. Now I'm at 202k. So yes, this will get the damage increase from anarchy.
This could be the beginning of something awesome.
So yeah, it's a good weapon to have. I think if you're running a gauge, definitely for anti-air. This is probably my new anti-air weapon. I'll have to do some more testing with it, but we'll check it out. Now I'm going to go ahead and go on to another weapon, and why I think what I want to show off is the Shadow of the Serfs, and why I think that's pretty cool, actually. One of the things I noticed about this weapon, of course, I mean, this Relic, that it's really going to help you with your Sham Fleet or North Fleet firing, and I'll show you what I mean. At 33%, I think that's the max this will do. But what it means is like every third shot gets an extra shot. And that's pretty good if you're using like a North Fleet. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So North Fleet like this with gauge and smaller, lighter, faster, usually when it gets 2 shots for a reload. But watch what happens now. Keep firing it. See that? It did double shot, but it took up the ammo. So I mean, it's not a free shot. It lets your gun fire 2 shots for the price of 1 rate of fire. So it's not like going to give you a free shot like I thought it might have. But what that means to you is that, man, 6 Norfleet shots in one go. Man, that is time saved. I can tell you that'll increase your DPS if you're sham fleeting, say a raid boss and whatnot. Definitely a keeper. I think this is probably the best relic you could have to increase your DPS for rockets. I could be wrong, but I mean that's just awesome. Oh wow, look at that! Whatever would be in front of me would be obliterated. I mean, honestly, if that just came out right away, I wish it could. I mean, honestly, it's not even a true every third shot. It is still a random 33%, but what that means is that you can still get 2 6 shots in one go. That's incredible. And so I think I really like that relic. I'd like to see some videos of that relic. Maybe I'll do one on a raid boss, sham fleeting, and see how that works out. Because that's an excellent relic for rocket launchers, in my opinion. Anyways, that concludes what I really wanted to talk about for some of the new server webs. If I see anything else I really like, I'll go ahead and make a video for it. I did like the Antagonist shield. I really wouldn't say that's a Gauge shield. Gauge really works better with Nova shields. But I think for other characters like Zero or Maya, it's excellent just for the fact it's so defensive. I really like that shield. I probably will tweak it over to another tune. But yeah, that's a really nice shield. And I really like the Consummate Florentine and the Nasty Seeker. These are probably the best Seraph weapons I've seen in a long while. Definitely worthwhile having in your bank or your inventory if you're running a shock gauge for the Consummate Florentine. And a Nasty Seeker, I still have to see how that does against flying. But from what I'm seeing so far, it looks like it's going to be a great weapon, especially since Anarchy benefits it. Now, the one thing I did see, that one of the things I saw in a video, that somebody had a Salvador and it didn't benefit from the last shot being at 400% damage. It didn't benefit from that, but for some reason it benefits from Anarchy. I'm wondering if it's a different game mechanic that's at play. So for you Necromancers out there, this is definitely a weapon to get. Even if you've seen that video with the Sal, thinking maybe Anarchy wouldn't benefit it, Anarchy does benefit this. I'm not sure why it doesn't benefit Sal the way it should for the last bullet in the clip, but it benefits Anarchy. Alright, that's all I wanted to share with you guys. Thanks very much for watching.